Just like people, some animals need hip replacements too, but 2 in the same year? This is Major's amazing story. And wait till you see him playing at home.
This is Major. Major has just come back for his stitches out after his second hip replacement. So he had the right side done January, beginning of this year. And we're now 6 months down the track. He's had the second side done. Not very old. And he had severe hip dysplasia, unfortunately for him. And he was actually really quite disabled with it. When he first came in, he had severe lameness in both hind legs, but worse originally in the right back leg. And he had really bad muscle wasting, and his hip was coming out of the hip joint and really already arthritic when he was less than 1 year old. And so we replaced his right hip, and he did really well on the right hip. He was walking very well on the right hip, to the point where his left hip, that was his better hip, became much worse. And so he just came in recently because he was losing muscle mass on his left side and was really painful on his left hip. And so we performed the second hip replacement, so on the first hip replacement on his left side, but his second one. And you can see now, we'll show you him walking down the hallway, but he's particularly much more comfortable now, and the difference between how lame he was before the surgery and afterwards is pretty impressive for basically 10 days post-op, which is pretty good after a hip replacement. So I'm really happy with how he's going.
And if Dr. Sarah's happy with everything, check out how happy Major is back at home.